Hey guys, and welcome back to the HobbyDude 007 channel. Still trying to get caught up on being down for so long. Want to go ahead and get a few more stash ads, a shop card shout out, and I want to show you a trophy from a long time ago and give you a little background on that. Hopefully when I get this one done, I'll have maybe one more stash ad because I've got something that came in the mail today. And I've got something I'm pretty sure will be here tomorrow, so I'll do another video tomorrow. Hopefully that'll catch us up on the stash stuff, and then we'll get into a few other things. So stick around. First up, guys, a shop card shout out to our buddy Steven over at Crazy Scale Models. When I think about my channel, I could have very easily named it that, could I not? But Steven's got a Facebook page, the YouTube channel. Head over and check out his channel. Be sure to look at the paint job on that 67 GTO, and he's working on a 40 Ford as well. You guys know how I feel about 40 Ford sedan delivery. Coupes, it doesn't matter. 40 Fords, I love them. So be sure you check those out too. And give him a sub while you're over there and check out the videos. Give him some thumbs up. You've heard me say this, and I'll continue to say it. Be sure that you do sub and check out the videos. It bumps that algorithm up for the community, and it helps all of us out in the long run. So be sure to check it out. And this shop card is awesome. You got the car and you got the engine bays. And the thing I like about that is, y'all know that I love building engines and detailing engines and trannies. I just love those things. So be sure that you go over and check this channel out big time. Steve's got a lot going on. It's a pretty new channel, but you got a good following so far. So head over there and be among those. And Steven, thank you for the kind words of encouragement on the back and for the stickers, one of which is already on the workbench there. And I'll find a place for the other one, don't you worry. Next up, I was talking to Bob Sparks, giving him some information. Bob owns Creative Design, or Creative Displays, Creative Displays over in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. He makes my custom size display cases. Now you see my Fab Shop car and my 70 Roadrunner on the trailer aren't in there. Those were at a show this past weekend. But he custom builds to the size the cases that I want. And sometimes, well, in addition to this type of case, he also does the hanging cases, the multiples, like a lot of acrylic display case companies do. He does all kinds, just about whatever you want him to build, he'll build it for you. But while I was over picking some up, he said, this was behind his desk, he said, listen, you're a builder, I don't have time for this. And he used to own a 66 Nova. So he gave this to me, and I said, you sure? He said, yeah, man, I want somebody that'll build it, have it. How do you not love these things? I know a lot of people get these just for the chassis because of the tubs and the four-link and the tires and all that stuff. But how do you not love this? Whether it's a drag car, Pro Street, these things are awesome. So, Bob, love you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate that very, very much. Big time. Next is something that came in the mail while I was down, and boy did it lift my spirits up. It's something that I had been looking at for a while, and it's from our buddy Henry Robbs. My brother Henry Robbs with Mid-Century Model Works. Again, head over, check out his YouTube channel. He's got some awesome stuff over there too. But he sent a very nice letter and sent this to me, and this was more than generous. You guys know that I have used a Pache, a dual action Pache VL for probably 45 years as far as airbrushes are concerned, and in the later years, probably the last 7 or 8 years, I have been sold and stuck on a Water Revolution and get great results with it. But I have really seriously been looking at this airbrush. If you are familiar with the channel, YouTube channel, Barbatos Rex, you are probably familiar with the fact that he tests about every brand of airbrush that's produced. He tests those as well as different paint lines. Why reinvent the wheel? I've done a few things on candy colors and chromes and things like that, and but he's done far more as far as brands and all. Some of them I've never heard of, but really just it's a good channel. But this is one that this is the Galleria Barbatos Rex edition. It was a collaborative work, and being someone that's an expert on airbrushes, and I consider him absolutely that, they came up with the Swallowtail. Now I think the Barbatos Rex edition is sold out, but you can still get the Swallowtail, same airbrush. But how about that? Magnetic. But you got to check this out. There's your nomenclature. Extra O-rings. And I have always wanted to try a pistol grip airbrush, and I've never had one. I've looked at the Grex, I've looked at different ones. I just never have used one. I'm one of those that's so old school that when you get something that works, stay with it. But this I have seriously looked at. You got the trigger, and I eagerly look forward to this. And by the way, in addition to the this nozzle, which is the regular nozzle, you noticed on the top of the box, oh, sorry about that, guys, is the fan tip. Well, let me see if I can stop that. There's a fan tip in there. So it's just like a regular air gun or spray gun that you would use in an automotive spray booth. So you're going to get that same pattern. You've also got the needle that's in it, the needle and tip, and you have two other needles, well, needles here and nozzles up here. Two different size paint containers. I mean, check that out, guys. Henry, I'm still at an absolute loss, buddy. I don't know what to say. I've tried to say it in email and just talk to you. Thank you. This was way too much, and I appreciate and love you, man. I truly do. And this will be getting a workout, and we'll be getting you some info on this as I use it too. But based on Barbatos Rex, his experience with spray guns and airbrushes, hey, he's done all the work for us, guys. Like I said, if you're not familiar with him, go over and check him out. I eagerly look forward to this. And Henry, I'm going to say it again. Can't say it enough. Love you, man. Appreciate you more than you know. Wow. Say that backwards with me. Wow. That's just something. Next up, guys, I got to reset the camera because I got to share something with you that is really, it's literally a barn find. So stick around. This past weekend, I was out in one of our outbuildings / barns, and I was looking for a piece of equipment, and I ran across several boxes of plaques and old trophies that were piled in there that I had long forgotten about. And in that box was the very first trophy that I had ever been awarded, and I was stunned because I thought that thing was long gone. And I want to share that with you. But a little background on it is I had a car on display at the Great Escape Hobby Shop. That was an old hobby shop back in the 70s, 80s, 90s in Greenville, South Carolina. And I was in there one day, and a guy came up to me and said, "Hey, they tell me you built this car." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, are you going to put it in the show week after next?" And I said, "What show?" He said, "Stars and Cars show." And the Stars and Cars show was held at the Palmetto Exposition Center, and it is had two enormously giant rooms that were just filled with show cars, hot rods, race cars, you name it, on display. And I usually went to the show, but I'd never seen models there. And he said, "Oh yeah, they've got a model car contest in addition." And I remembered my uncle's trophies from back in the early 60s, maybe late 50s, when he was a kid, and in Virginia. But I thought model car shows were a thing of the past, long, long gone. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, well, hey, why not? I get to meet other modelers and see other model cars, which that would be cool. So I took it. And at the end of the show, the awards were put out, and they just set on a Sunday afternoon, they were sitting the trophies out. And now this thing, as you see in this picture of how dusty and dirty some of the bigger ones were, these 3-footers were some best of shows from I didn't even look. I'll have to get those out and clean them up sometime too, but there were just a bunch of them. But this one means a lot. And you see some of it's faded, different colors now, and you wouldn't believe the amount of dust. In fact, I took the screw out of the bottom and took it apart and cleaned it up pretty good. But like I said, it's 2 different colors. It's so messed up. But the Stars and Cars Show 1986, first show, and it won Best Model Car. And I was beyond stunned. But it was really cool. Let me set that down and back up here a minute. Let me move the camera here a minute. Old Corvette. But the very first one, so I'm going to be putting it from 1986, and I've been building longer than that, but that was the first one. But I'm going to be putting this over in the corner here, and on the desk. I'm going to keep that there. Good sentimental piece there too. And again, I thought this thing was long gone in the moving over the years and all that kind of stuff. I just thought it was gone. And I'll share the other ones that you saw in the picture there once I get them cleaned up and put up. I don't remember where they were from now, but great memory there. Just an awesome memory. And wow. The first. But hey, and guys, if you remember the first, or you've still got the first one you ever placed in, hey, post it. Content creators, you put yours up too. But that one, wow, it was good to see the old friend again. Well, guys, that is it for this one. Like I said, I've got, I think, one more stash yet. I got something coming in the mail tomorrow, and I want to share that with you. And the stash from the Soda City show last weekend, and what comes in the mail tomorrow. Yeah, and I think that'll be it, and we'll be caught up. Then I've got a couple special things I want to do, and I've got another thing I want to build that, wow, something just clicked, that I haven't shared with you yet. But I've got to get back on that too, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Hey, love you guys. Talk to you later, and God bless.